Okay, what's up, everybody? So let's start the stream. Boop, boop, boop. Sound test. So let's start the stream. Boop, boop, boop. Sound is okay. So we will do a short stream again. So that means I have to talk also faster. Yeah, not so much time today. So we're jumping straight into the animation. Let's watch quickly what we've animated yesterday. Beep, 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 beep. Here, first punch from a little reference. Then we had this one. Hadouken! Animate Hadouken would be also super cool. Super cool. Let me quickly adjust some settings. Cool. Then we had this one. Where we studied a little bit the key positions here from this one. Then we also had this one from a different perspective, but also simplified. Then we have also this one. Also cool. Played a little bit with timing, smears, the pose in general, the perspective here. Yeah, and also this one. This one was a little study here from Dragon Ball. Cool. With that, we're jumping in. What I did a little bit, I like also this one here. I think this one was already from Imagination. Yeah. So before we jumping in our animation, let me quickly show you what I've did today just as a warm-up. So a couple of figure sketches here where I'm sketching first this basic mannequin here, a little bit like the one from Loomis, and then I go on top and sketch the muscles in, and that now from the back, and also now on top sketching in the muscles. I feel like then you're more close on having actually the real anatomy, and yeah, seeing how the muscles connect more or less to the bones. And then here a couple another ones, quick studies. Yeah, just to get slowly better at sketching figures. I feel like especially when then animating punches, fighting, blah blah blah, blah stuff like that. Then yeah, feeling good in sketching the human body helps, of course. And all these small little practice here. Also love the nose here from this face and the eyes. That's a little bit how I feel after a long workday. But yeah, and then I would say I little played here already a little bit. Just with some basic figures here. So let's see, maybe we're constructing basic figures. I would say we don't need this one, but we create a new animation layer. I would love that when you're streaming, you could hear to every music you like. This sometimes is, yeah, I miss a little bit to hear some cool motivational soundtracks while animating, but you can't have everything. So I would say let's just go here a little bit with the flow. And maybe, let's see, maybe we're sketching a couple of key drawings here for a punch and see which one we want to animate a little bit further out. Also maybe use a couple of different mannequins. And yeah, I feel like also when like the last streams especially were also a lot from studying reference, and I feel like the variation after a session time sketching from reference, studying reference, then to give yourself a little bit time to see like how can you apply the things you learned to when animating from imagination. And then you see also quickly, okay, where's room for improvement? Especially when I'm now animating this punch or sketching in the key drawings, then I see, okay, I'm not actually sure, like for example, from this position to this position, what is exactly happening here in between. So you can look at yourself, you can look at reference, and see, so with that you can see a little bit and or learn also yeah, a little bit where your weaknesses are, or weaknesses sound so negative, where you want to do further studies. Yeah. Okay. So we're sketching here basic mannequin. That we can bring then here in perspective. I'm now sketching it relatively fast, as you can see. Of course, we could then take a little bit more time. Sketch it properly out, but yeah, just a basic setup here. Maybe the perspective is even too extreme, but let's see. Maybe first he's going a little bit back. Maybe the head like this. Oh, this was one too much. Again, a new layer like this. But before he's punching, yeah, he will rotate his body a little bit. So we're applying a little bit anticipation here, like that. Cool, 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 cool. And yeah, we're directly sketching like these boxes here. It's of course easier to have immediately the right perspective set up. Yeah, that's why boxes always help. I know some of you are a little bit annoyed of like always, oh, why do I always have to sketch so many boxes? But it's help. It's helping to get a good feeling for perspective. Only can say that. Of course, we could also then take time to indicate the knees or sketch the knees a little bit better. But for now, let's stick with these shapes here. Okay. And what now is I'm animating it here straight ahead, so not pose to pose. Down, down, down. Let's see. A little bit for shortening here. And also I could slow a little bit down, of course. Yes, set short stream, but don't also want rush too much the stream here. Maybe like this, and now he's moving forward. Also rotating here. And maybe let's see. We also bring some elbow break here, breaking the joint a little bit. This arm here is going up. Like that. Let's see how this works. And this leg here comes forward. This leg comes forward. Doo doo doo. perspective is wrong with the foot. Always a little bit challenging. Maybe like that. The other leg goes a little bit more to the back. Maybe like that. This can stay like that. And now up. Maybe like this here, a little smear now. Let's see how we want to sketch in here the hand. Maybe that's already too closed. And here it's really now experimenting and see then what's feeling good. Maybe we go with something like this for now. We can do, I mean, you can then later, of course, always go in and change a couple of frames. The leg still comes a little more forward. Okay, and now let's rotate here the upper body even more. Maybe that's already too much of a lab. We probably need some more. Maybe like this. Maybe we go with this here. Like that. And let's see if we want to bring the legs also, and maybe a little bit characters going a little bit down. And this leg here also goes a little bit back. Maybe like that. Also forgot the arm here. Go up here, like that. Protecting here like this, his chin part. And yeah, it's really like animating straight ahead here and going with the flow and seeing a little bit and trying out the techniques that we learned when studying different footage, the reference from the last time, and see what's here. Where can we improve? What's working good? What's not working good? Maybe like that. And then, yeah, trying out these things here, applying them again. Cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, the perspective's a little bit tricky, so yeah, a couple of frames would take a little bit more time. For example, the feet's quickly sketched in, but it's okay. Down, 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 down. Okay, let's do another one. Another one. Let's see. Maybe one where we're only sketching in the upper body. And with this really, well, let's quickly check like how simplified we could sketch in a figure. Maybe something like that. Maybe a figure like that. Maybe something like that. Okay. Make it a little bit smaller. And of course, what's helping is to, before starting animating this one here, to have a little bit more in mind actually how the punch will look like you want to animate. But yeah, let's see, we will find something. So maybe you will rotate first in that direction and then in that direction for the final punch. So maybe this sphere comes first more here. This goes more here. Maybe like that. Maybe like that. Rotating his body a little bit. And maybe bringing this leg here a little bit up. And even more. Maybe like this. Have to make the arms a little bit longer. A little bit longer. And I feel like I'm moving super fast here, so I hope it's not too fast. So I'm just going here with the flow. With the flow. You drink something? Yeah. I also like this brush here in Clip Studio Paint, the felt pen. I feel like it forces you a little bit to keep the sketching or the lines simple, because it's a little bit bold already. And yeah, I'll bring the character a little bit down, like that. Then we bend the foot here a little bit. Like that. And this leg here, let's push it a little bit more out. And bring this leg here a little bit more up. And maybe a little bit more here makes more sense. Cool. Yeah, not perfect the foot position, but it's okay. And now we make another one where we just have really a tiny change here. Like this. Cool. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. La 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 la. I wish I could hear some cool soundtracks, but we're streaming, it's not possible, so I have to sing my own soundtrack. Down, down. Maybe even when it's too accurate, you also get some disclaimer. So, but I think I'm far away from that. So, okay. And now we will turn quickly into Z direction for the punch. Let's see, like how many frames now do we want to add? So here we took a little bit more time and feel like this part now should be definitely faster. So maybe, yeah, we really have like one frame here already where his head will be rotated and also lower. I think that's important. Maybe not too low, maybe like this. Where he then reaches out and yeah, striking his punch here. Maybe that's too far. I mean, I like the position itself, so we could maybe make it afterwards. Maybe something more in between. And maybe here, funny expression. And yeah, maybe like this. Yeah, or yeah, maybe something in that rotation I feel like could work. Let's try that. And maybe also use a little bit of a squash and stretch. Let's see. Wrong direction. I feel like this here would make more sense. Yeah, maybe like that. But then bring this part a little bit more here. Maybe like that. Okay, and yeah, and as you can see, it's more really, yeah, going back and forth and seeing and trying out what's looking good, what's feeling good. Maybe we see a little bit here from the other hand. Or maybe the other hand is here. Or it's more here. Maybe like this. I'm not sure now where to position the other hand. Maybe we leave it like this for now. And here the legs come here. They're not too straight from the beginning. Maybe a little bit up. Again, up, 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 up. Like that, maybe for now. Maybe reposition it here. And now the next one would be like here, stronger smear. Feel like this is okay. The direction of the smear I think is important. So when we know here's point A, we want to land here, point E, that the smear is not going that direction, not that is extreme. So we have that straight line where the smear is actually landing. So let's try that. And here. Maybe something like that. Looks okay. And maybe bring the body a little bit more down. Like that. Cool. Feel like we could like add quickly one more in between here. Dun, 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 dun. Let's do that. Where we have him almost like here. And now with that spinning motion here sketched in also. Maybe like that. This helps a little bit from the transition from the one pose to the other pose. And of course, let's make us feel a little bit room fumbles. Okay, like that, and maybe we quickly go to edit track, edit track. Not edit track, show light table. Oh, we're here, onion skit settings, this one. Searching for, and we didn't want to see the next frame, so let's quickly do another one here. Just a little, yeah, in between here. Sketch over to improve a little bit the timing. And yeah, I would even say we could do another one here. Yeah, when you have any questions, let me know in the chat. While I'm improving a little bit the timing here before ending this animation. And I would say also, like, yeah, animation can be so addicting. Hello Zeta, cool that you're joining the stream. I want to say, yeah, animation can be so addictive also. But at some point, today also I wanted to do only more short stream before then enjoying the weekend. But yeah, I feel like these explorations here are so much fun. And I would say, yeah, maybe we don't even need this one here. Okay, let's continue with this one. Oh, and then now let's finish this one where the punch arrives. Where the punch arrives. Down, 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 down. Oh, sketching our figure here. Without making it too complex. Like that. Maybe a little bit higher actually. Maybe like that. So we keep a little bit better the proportions of the leg intact. And now this one here. Yeah, maybe a little bit here actually. And I feel like this leg here is not working good. So this leg behind the leg, it has to be start a little bit higher. Maybe like that. Maybe somewhere here. This is even too far out. Yeah, no, this is out too far out. Maybe like that. Maybe this one is okay. Not perfect, but okay. And now we have this other arm here in the back. And what we want to do, just like a little accent. Zeta is writing how to plan timing. First we need to decide timings, or first we have to animate. You can do both actually. So you can first think like how do you want also like timing and spacing often is connected. But for example, you have this animation here, and I have a lot of keyframes here in the beginning, and I've spaced them super close together. And then here, like I have a bigger like movement corrections. So what you could say, for example, that's why also these things here are there. So you have this one is your first drawing, and this one is your last drawing. Number 9, whatever number you want to write in there. And now you could say, like, how do you want to space and time out your drawing? For example, you could say, okay, my one keyframe goes here in the middle, like that. And you could also, but like if you want to time out or space out your animation with more drawings, so make it a little bit more detailed, you could also say from the beginning, okay, I have one drawing and the last drawing for this animation would be 15. So you already know in terms of the timing here, you have more keyframes, and with that also the animation changes. And then you could say, okay, my drawing or my passing position or the drawing in the middle of the animation would be here. So you already know, okay, I have 15 drawings for this animation. And then you could also, let's go back to this one where only not 9 because I can show it better. And then you could say, okay, I want to have more drawings here in the beginning. So another drawing would be here, 3, then another drawing would be here, or let's even say like this. We have 4 here, drawing 3 here, drawing 2 here. And if you would have said, I don't know, the animation only have 7 drawings, then you would only have number 6 here. And with that, you could plan the spacing and the timing out before actually animating anything. Yeah, this would be one option. Then there are also animation sheets, like where you only have the sheets where you actually plan everything out. I don't have it open yet, but I can share the next time. So this is one option, and you know already by looking at this, you know how the animation will feel, because the animation will be here slower in the beginning because you have more drawings here, and then will be more fast here. For example, sketched art with the bouncing ball would be like this. You have one ball here, you have it here, here, here. So it slowly moves down, then it gets here a little bit faster, here more faster, and then it lands here. And so this part obviously would be slower because you have more drawings there in the beginning, and then it would get faster here because you have less drawings here. And yeah, I hope that makes sense. But what I'm doing right now, I'm just starting to animate with without the things here. So I'm just without the timing chart here, or spacing chart. I'm just starting to sketch. Now I have a character here, but what I've have done is just to sketch one frame, sketch another frame, sketch another frame, sketch another frame, sketch here another frame, sketch here another frame. Then I'm going back and correct here something. Oh, I don't like this drawing. I want it more like this. Yeah, and the one I showed before, where you plan first your key drawings, for example, like one keyframe here, one key drawing here, one key drawing here, 1, 2, 3, is called a pose-to-pose animation, where you're really sketching like your first important keyframes, then you're sketching in the breakdown positions, the up or down positions, or whatever you wanted to call it, depending on how many frames you have. So, example, this could be your extreme or your first key drawings. This could be your passing position, and this could be your breakdowns, and then you can also add in betweens here. So you're planning everything out before actually animating it, or in the animation, or you can just really go in, and it's called straight ahead, where you go with the flow and animate with the flow and make corrections on the way and change here things. Or maybe I want here the ball first go back and then I want it to go to the front. Yeah. So both is possible. Try both out. And yeah. So I'm, for example, with this here, I'm just going with the flow and correct the things I like, I don't like. And for example, here now I'm correct a little bit the spacing. And then also later, I can also even correct the timing again. I will do it at the end, where we'll go again in the timeline. For example, now here every frame is almost positioned on once. So that means every keyframe I have one drawing, but I think later I will position them on 2s or 3s. So every third or second keyframe I will have drawing. So the drawing in itself will be timed out a little bit differently and a little bit slower. But yeah, that's also, try it out. There's no right or wrong way. Depends on what you're animating, what you're doing, and on the context, of course. Yeah, I hope that helps a little bit. Down, 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 down. And you could also go a little bit more in detail with that. Okay, and this animation is also almost finished. Will be the last animation for the stream here. So the last thing I wanted to do is to first make the punch a little bit come to the front and then to the back again. So just a little detail that increase a little bit the feeling of the impact of the drawing. Like this, here quickly sketching in the legs again. Cool. And another one. Where now we will finish. Maybe that's even too much. Yeah, maybe that's even too much. So make it a little bit less here. Okay. Let's see. Cool. And now what I've said, I can go in the timeline here, and that's super handy in Clip Studios Paint. I think probably it's also possible in other animation program. I go to rename in timeline order, so my layers will be renamed here. Like you can see before was that layer 3 was written here, layer 1, 4A, 4B, and with that I have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, everything in order in one name. So you can then after that can go here, add a track, assign multiple cells by cell name. That's why we change it. Yeah. And now I can say every second frame I want to have one drawing. And this one here we want it not in this position. Here I want to go in. So quickly change it. Here I want frame 11 is the last one we need. We can delete also this one. Okay. And this, with that, we have spaced out our animation and changed the timing at the end in terms of positioning every frame on 2s. We could also, like, if we want to have like one part a little bit faster, we could even say, okay, we want this one here on 1s. So we go in and change it here. Maybe even this part here on 1s. So the beginning part will be a little bit slower, and then here faster. And here again on 2s. And with that, you can see the difference. We have a little bit that quick timing, a little bit changed and adapted. And with that, yeah, we sketched a little punch from imagination and applied a little bit the things we learned, what principles of animation we have here that are obvious. We have a little bit anticipation where he moves first in one direction and then in the other direction. Then we have a little bit of a squash and stretch here with the head, or even more a smear, then an obvious smear here with the hands to give that a little bit the speed feeling. Then we have changed the timing and spacing here. We have less drawings here where the part is faster, and then more drawings here in the beginning to increase a little bit that feeling of speed where we have a slower start, anticipation, and then a super fast, also super fun, but super fast breakout where he throw his punch. Then of course also important to animate the legs. You can also, like, if it's too much, even simplify the figure more, or just sketch and practice only animating the upper body first. Yeah, what else can we add or say? I think these here are the basic things. Yeah, we could even add a break joint in the future and try that. But other than that, I think it's working okay. Fun animation. And the other one with the first one was this one, a little bit more perspective. Also okay. But yeah, when being like having that top view, we have to take a little bit more time sometimes. Yeah, to probably sketch out, of course, in the boxes and see and double checks. You see it a couple of times where the foots are, that the perspective is still correct. Yeah. Cool. Super fun stream, super short also, 50 minutes now. With that, Friday, that's the best feeling. Work week is over. I will enjoy my weekend. I will prepare some more content for you. I will share it, I think, on Sunday on my socials, the next reel. Yeah, will be also, I think, about more fighting content and how to animate fights, stuff like that. And with that, thanks for watching, everyone. Sada, thank you for your cool question. I hope that helped a little bit. What else can I say? Yeah, not much. More in the next week. Yeah, maybe also we're going to react to more content or animations in the next week. Make a little bit more progress in terms of the animation we do. Maybe animate some weapons also, not only punches. Let's see. Go again also like here a little bit more into perspective. Practice that. Yeah, try to explore also more animations principles in that animation here, like we did here, and see where is room for improvement. If you have any feedback, let me know here in the comments under the video in the chat, or write me on the comments on my other socials or on Instagram, wherever you like. I'm happy to hear about that. And with that, yeah, hope to be in touch with you all. And see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye and have a great weekend. Ciao.